Divines bless your kind heart.
All right, then.
Finest oddities from Morrowind.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as a day. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards
Well
are
met,
dangerous.
friend. How can I help you?
You all
Safe
told me
travels.
that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Vermin, creeping around the red.
By the 8! You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. Until next time.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
All meats.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about...
Can I
Riften,
interest
not
you in
enough
some
about
fine
himself.
goods from Morrowind? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that.
Why take a chance?
Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness
New in
knows.
town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. Only the best in all of Riften.
Looking to
I
stay
own
alive?
Riften Fishery.
Why take a chance?
Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of wars driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop
Buy some
instead.
armor and live to
Different
tell about it.
strokes, eh? I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Protect yourself
Good.
right. Buy
Klepper will
armor
pay you
from
as soon as you
Frasca.
arrive with the letter. Here you are. Remember to give at the temple.
My husband, all the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
If anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials from me?
Buy armor from
I'd
Frasca.
certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fatsav, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild. Safe travels, Landstrider.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company,
Bercie's afraid that
suppose
someone's
I could
making
do
a move to
worse.
take the pawn prawn from us.
Glad to
I
see
think
you
he's being
finally
paranoid.
came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? You're trying my patience, lad.
Fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum. I can't take this place anymore. The
My
trees,
husband Bercie will be the
all the
death of me.
colors, the
He spends
city
too much
so
time worrying
dark.
about Riften and not
Why?
enough about himself.
It makes no sense.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See it to other people's thoughts.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Yes? Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can do good use. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Need something? This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denya Balu or Maramal. Right then.
Blessings of Mara upon you. How may I help you, my son?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
My husband, Bercy, will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before...
Come to gloat, have we? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field? Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right? Of course! 9 is the most basic of magical principles. Oh, how stupid of me. That completely takes care of all your basic problems: magicka burn, dimensional collapse, and thermic drift. You've done it! Now, if I can only remember what we were originally talking about. Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my Grand Soul Gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. I have to remember. Ward first.
As Jarl
then
Leila's
Summer.
housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
Mention that the poison, known as skooma, may be present in our city. What do you know of this?
I believe it to be a falsehood perpetrated by the Empire in order to weaken the citizens' confidence in your ability to rule.
Excellent. Then there'll be no need to devote any resources to stopping it. Thank you.
I know you.
That will be all.
What was it? Oh, you were getting something for me.
I
Welcome.
presume you're
As
bothering
Riften's
me
steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope... While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. Good journey to you.
I could feel you laughing behind my back.
All right, then.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Anuria,
What in the name of
would you please
oblivion
stop
do you
declaring that
want?
the city is safe for the Jarl to roam? You and
Of
I
course.
both know that isn't
Nothing
true.
gets done without my approval in this city.
place
I
like
have the
that.
Jarl's
You
ear
know that.
and the guards in my pocket.
Why do you always question
Anyone
my
makes
judgment?
trouble for me and I
You
pay a
don't
visit to
trust
the
me.
Thieves Guild.
I
Make me
trust
angry
you.
and I
I'm just
contact
concerned
the
about her
Dark
safety.
Brotherhood.
That's all.
You
Don't
do
be
well
angry
to
with me.
remember that the next
I'm
time you
not
make such a
angry with
stupid
you.
observation.
Tell you what, lover. Meet me in
Out
my
of my
chambers
way.
later and we can discuss the situation in private.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. What is it?
Gleaming gemstone over here.
Exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Buy some
Genuine
armor and
velvet
live to
blood
tell
elixir
about
for
it.
sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
All meats guaranteed.
If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale. Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
All right, hand over your valuables.
or I will gut you like a fish. Nice try, but you do not scare me. I am not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me. Win there!
No sign of him. Yes.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.